How's it going, guys? It's Joe. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some footage of the Mandalorian going against Sith Empire this time. So it's part 2 of my previous video. I want to thank Raccoon again as he was able to let us use this footage and place his Sith Empire team on defense for us to practice against. Under a Bossk lead, the contract says that the weakest opponent has to be hit 10 times in order to get to your payouts. So in this case, it's Sith Marauder, as you can see over there with the target marker. So the idea here is having Bossk the fastest and then Grief Karga the second fastest. And that way you can completely obliterate the weakest opponent with both of their mass assists. Once you've done that, you should be on your payout and you should have Assassinate ready. So that's how quickly you can get to Assassinate under a Bossk lead. This team relies on Disciplined Bounty Hunter, which is the Mandalorian's unique ability here, which allows for your team to gain turn meter depending on how many critical hits they're able to apply. So the Mandalorian actually gains 30% turn meter, whereas the rest of the team gains half of that, which is about 15% turn meter. And towards the end of this, we don't want to drop Darth Malak here, as we want to keep practicing against the Sith Empire squad. The second part of the video is going to be a little bit different as the turn order has changed. So we're still hitting the Marauder here, however the Mando takes the next turn and we're going to try and get an assist onto Boba Fett here. So we drop Marauder and we're going to use our special ability on HK. As you can see on the screen here, Bossk's contract needs for you to deal damage to the weakest enemy 10 times. And the reward is that you gain 50 speed for the rest of the battle and everyone else's payouts will be activated. So this is the main goal here, is to get to your payouts, and it allows for you to get there fairly quickly with Mandalorian in your team, as you're gaining so much turn meter with these assists and you're quickly able to get to his Assassinate as well. I gotta say, I found that dropping Darth Revan earlier makes for an easier win rather than dropping Darth Malak, as Darth Revan is generally just fast and can run circles around your team with all the ferocity and debuffs that he applies. Game, set and match, as if I used my second ability there, that would have dropped Darth Malak fairly easily. In the next part of the video, the turn order has changed yet again, so we're gonna adapt based on this. We still are able to get to our payout. And I could have used a special ability on HK here to get Illuminated Destiny, or to get all those buffs out. However, I tried to drop Bastila Shan here, which didn't work out very well for us. However, we're still tanking all this damage fairly well. We lose Bossk there, and we're going to target Bastila Shan in the back here. Finally able to drop Bastila. However, we're losing a bunch of our bounty hunters' resolve here. And we still haven't got our disintegrate ability out. So we're gonna keep cycling through the abilities here. We've got buff immunity and shock, but we've got disintegrate out and ready. So finally able to drop Darth Revan there. And we're slowly going to chip away on Malik's health here. And this execute, guys, would have easily dropped Malik, as we've got 5 ferocity stacks on him, and execute allows for you to apply so much more damage the more debuffs you've got on the opposing team. So the good thing about all the footage that I've got here today is none of them were 100% similar and straightforward. The problem with turn meter is that it changes depending on who crits and who doesn't. And as you can see here, we've got Django going next again, and we're able to get Grief Karga to get the next turn, which allows for us to get our payouts out. And finally we're able to get Assassinate here, where we assassinate Malik first. And as you will see, Darth Revan takes a turn, gets Fear around, uses Insanity, and is able to apply a ton of damage to our team before we're able to do anything else. And Grief Karga's ability to bring them in cold here allows for us to gain all these buffs as long as we're able to utilize his special ability on a killing blow. Although the problem is, you've got all these debuffs going around. You've got Shock, which slows us down a fair bit. You've got Fear and Insanity. And we do gain a couple of buffs here on the Mando, although the other characters on our team wasn't able to gain any of the buffs as we had Shock. And we're able to use our execute ability onto Darth Revan there for the win. So just towards the end here, guys, I'm just going to be showing you the mods of this Bounty Hunter faction. These guys are a ton of fun to play. And the other thing is, you've got to really have a really good speed mod on Bosk, as Bosk being able to take the first turn is pivotal in this, as if he's able to take the first turn and able to apply a ton of critical attacks on the opposing team, that's where your turn meter comes from. So Bosk and Grief Karga are pivotal and require really high speed in this. The Mandalorian needs about 280 plus speed, a decent amount of damage. Boba, however, I didn't mod for that much speed at all at 257, but he applies a decent amount of damage at 6,400 offense. And Grief Karga here at 316 speed is the second fastest, which allows for you to get to your payout as quickly as possible. Thank you for watching, guys. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.